Alright, can you make a description for this title that I'm about to give you? Say that I've beat Shadow of the Erdtree bosses now, Consort Radahn. I beat the Elden Ring endgame.
Hey guys, you know,
Blood loss and acidity increased attack power, yeah. Awesome. Best talismans in Elden Ring. That's what I needed, bro. That's what I'm gonna be doing right now. This weekend, and probably next weekend when I get on again. I'm gonna just be gearing up for New Game Plus.
getting that like central plate like drop down platform and you'll essentially follow to the grave for Lovelorn and then behind there is the shadow. Item discovery is very, very game. When you think about like item discovery, drop and chances are in kind of base game. Still the Scarab is a bit of a tricky one. It's now a long way the Erdtree just flip. Getting that like secondary tape out there is
Oh, I can even put this on, dude. This can be crazy. How much more FP do I have? Yo, that's insane. That's insane.
Alright, now DLC. Going to have rocks, and if you have spent your scatter, items being this scarab, you gain an additional 75 item discovery, which is actually huge. When you think about like item discovery, the more you have, the higher the chance that any of those rare drops will drop, and chances are there's going to be a ton of them in the DLC, just like there was in the base game. The silver scarab is a bit of a tricky one. It's found along the way into the Erdtree just after the lift. Now, in that like central
Erdtree just after the lift.
chamber, there is a broken railing that you can drop down an invisible like platform, and you essentially just need to follow this.
I need, whatchamacallit? I need a few more levels of, if I fade 29, yeah, it is, holy shit. Holy shit. How much does this increase my strength by? I could wear talismans to get some new strength weapons. Let me check out something real quick. I'm gonna go farm for runes for a while. For a little bit. I'm gonna watch YouTube videos. I'm gonna watch some videos and see what I need to get in total. I'm need to raise my stats for building game plus. Level such low level, bro. 205. I gotta be at least level 300. You know what I'm saying? Like, how much do I need? How much strength do I need? I need 32 strength. Shit. I need 32 strength. And I need to level up my faith by at least like 50. Shit. I mean, I don't mind unlocking this place, man. Plus, but
The grave for Lovelord, and then behind there is a illusionary wall where you'll be able to.
hold up, I'm gonna write a list real quick. What do I need? I need the silver scarab. Silver scarab.
The next is the clarifying horn charm that we've probably never heard of before, which is one of those random charms. So what this does is raises your profile or improves your resistance to sleep and magic. Now, I don't know 100%, but if I was a betting man, I would be betting there is going to be a whole lot of sleep. Just say by raising your profile. Right, now plus one variant of this process. So it sounds like force like in up the mimic here, you follow this bridge all the way across, drop down the cliff, and follow the cliff all the way down. Once you have landed at the very bottom there will be Erdtree's favour is next. Now there's two variations of most, your HP, your stamina, and your flow. Now it's probably obvious why this is better. Down. The Bulldog Talisman increases your maximum points by 80% total, and it's a pretty substantial upgrade.
Yeah, that I.
That is the Shardbearer case where you find the sample of the room. Every build there are multiple versions of this one is most effective for a number of reasons, like the majority of the damage. Essentially, probably get the talisman. I would start the channel, talisman, and follow the route, like path to the whole. I just want to touch on this generally. Now, there are 4 of these. These are the scorpion charms. Every type of damage has a maximum scorpion charm that will increase the amount of damage that can do by so the trade-off here is negligence to get that. Now I will flash up on screen on fire. First is the Lord of Blood. This raises your attack by about 10%. Second, when it's blood loss, this can be blood loss itself. Because blood loss is one of the most common status effects build having this on there's not really much to say about this. It's a very good replacement. Let's get this to the how to play all players few options here, and we'll talk about them all. So it's really dependent on quest lines, what you want to do, etc. So the first option is what you the reason I mentioned this option in order to get the Rotting insignia, you need to complete Erdtree quest line all the way to the very end of Erdtree, side with her. Grab then it has a well, which is 5 actually stack. And how these Millicent, that option those that much. That's what I mentioned. Thank you. Next is a bit of a combo package that fuse together both of them. I think that's the part about but now this is an amazing combo. Any build that uses more weapon art. Don't really like it. Flame, Katana, Greatsword. Guard of Alexander comes from Alexander, like that's why if you kill Alexander before that point, it instead drops Warrior Jar Shard and that kind of thing. Don't know if that's going to make it work in play, but it does. Beating Alexander, carrying filigree quest.
What the Carrigan filigree crest? Why have that?
Element rates patients by 8% across the board. There is also faithful to those yeah, grab that, but the blocks version of Gowrie kill him down. It has to be like time that firstly, on the spell side, with intelligence spells, Raven and gas tanking, that is down into all sorcery types of any event. It's much easier to get than both field, fire, by Virgin just outside the gate side of Grace. Wait for it to trigger, walk up the stairs. Great. So let's do this when we go out the door to the right and then follow up all the way up the ladder. Level here. Icon, which will
It's even better beloved Stardust. And a lot of contact, huh?
This is dropped from Godboy last that is all the best characters that let me know your thoughts down below with the favorite characters. Thank you guys for watching members of the channel. My name is
This talisman is Erdtree. Yo, what's up, Amos?
Then coming in at number 5 on my list is the Eric. Essentially what this does.
How much of my level? Let me see. My level is 245.
And it also increases the range. The range it increases doesn't seem to be as much as the Air's reach balance. They're not sliding scale. So the further out of range you get, the less damage you can do. It's not like you take 1 foot out of range and then you don't do any damage. Hardly at all.
Let me check. Do I have this talisman? Arrow Sting Talisman. I don't think I do. 277 now. Trying to get my strength up by 2 levels so that I can wield Radahn's swords.
Step back.
I'm just farming right now while watching videos for what like I need.
You can't use the arrows with the talisman if you're in. So if you're making a sniper build, and I can't emphasize enough how much of a boost this is to bow build. Bow builds definitely needed a boost, and there's some other talismans later on that are also effective for bows. So we'll get into that as well. Coming in at number 4.
Blade of Mercy, do I have that? Yeah, I do.
Yeah, this is really good for block counter builds that stand to break enemies and then go for a critical hit. And it's also good for you're exploring like out on the landscape, or you're exploring a legacy dungeon or a small dungeon or something like that, allowing you to keep your attack power up 20% a lot of the time. And one thing I want to mention coming in number 3 on my list, Blessed Blue Dew Talisman. This works similarly to the Blessed Dew Talisman, but instead of recovering your HP over time, it recovers your FP. And one thing that goes wrong is that this reflects second, and this is extremely strong when you're out exploring a legacy dungeon or even in a boss fight, where you might not have time to chug an FP flask because you have to spend that time chugging an HP flask, and that allows you to slow.
Blessed Dew Talisman, do I have that? No. I do. So restores HP.
You regen FP for all you would be.
But I don't have the Blessed Blue, do I?
It's also great for you because you'll be able to cast spells more effectively. Have plenty of FP flask and you have time to flask, then it's not necessary. But if you're running, like, for instance, I don't know, a very low mind build, and you don't want to have to stop the flask, because it's just considering how much mind you have, if you do have a action where you can quick step or blood down this increases your stamina recovery even more than does. And if you know anything about the boss fights in Erdtree, they are extremely difficult. You get to put pressure on them tons. Running you can have stamina issues on your build. And this is a direct upgrade to that. You're going to want to get it put on your PC. It's also fantastic for builds that, you know, rely on blocking. This talisman is bound by the Fire Knight Line. It's located in a number of places, but probably the first one find is in Tower Settlement, it wants you to meet this NPC the first time. And what this talisman does typically kill an enemy every 20 seconds, and when you do that, the buff refreshes. So if you're 10 seconds into the buff, you kill an enemy, it will replenish and then continue to keep going. So that's really, really strong in my opinion. This is good for casting. That's great if you're faster. Cast a spell, kill an enemy, now you have 15% more damage in 20 seconds. So this is good for every single build out there. The only downside to it really is that when you're in a boss fight, if you're in a boss fight, you're going to swap it out. And what I really love about this house, is really why I think it's the number one side of the fact that it affects so many builds, is that it's going to stack with other talismans. For instance, if you use the Blade of Mercy with this, and you have like a critical build, all those two dots are up. Now let's say you have like a bleed build on top of that, like what I'm showcasing here, and you have Lord of Blood's Exaltation, and you have Crusade Insignia, and you have Blade of Mercy. This is not like top 5 total in Elden Ring in general. I don't think something would be in the top 5 of all talismans at this point. The ones you can find, you can check the Erdtree. These are definitely the best ones. Lannis Cameo, Mono mentioned. What other talismans are you using? Let me know.
Farming like me now, you're 500k. Yeah, bro, this is the best farm spot. You can boost it even further if you use a golden scarab, and then if you make these, if you get the golden pickled fowl, they'll stack. So then you can even farm even more runes. And that's whatchamacallit. This lasts for like 3 minutes. So that's insane. Probably gonna go get some talismans after this.
Number 10, we have the Dragon Frustration Talisman. This talisman is going to be obtained in every level of Scadutree and will give you a 20% damage negation for just wearing it. This was one of and the amount of damage negation it gives you is absolutely absurd. That is why it deserves to be on this top 10 list of talismans in Elden Ring. The DLC had some massive damage during bosses, and this talisman kept up a ton for a lot of us. Axe Talisman came super early in Limgrave and will give you an extra 15% to charge heavy attacks. I also usually pair this weapon with the Spike Crack here, using it for some absolutely massive charge heavies, but this talisman is instead this talisman is going to be one of the fast moving, so it had to be put on the list. The two-handed sword talisman is going to be on our 8th slot, and this talisman overall is just free damage, plain and simple. As long as you are two-handing a weapon, you are going to get 15% extra damage on all of your attacks. But either way, the two-handed sword talisman is almost too good not to use, and if you have a weapon in your hand, then the two-handed sword paladin is going to be close by. Phyllis's Prosthesis is going to be our 7th slot. This is a weapon new talisman got increased damage boost and will continue until you stop aiming. You're also going to get a flat 5 dexterity, which
Yeah, I need millisecond per CSIS. Man, I need to do New Game Plus, but I want to make sure that I got. Man, I want to make sure that I have everything that I want before I go into New Game Plus. So I don't want to kill all the bosses. Need to Let's do everything now. Just like selections in terms of weapons.
Out of the two, though, I think Millicent's is better because it's the 5 dexterity you're going to be receiving on top of this excessive attack. You can also stack this with the twin sword insignia without going to New Game Plus. Because of that, this Elden Ring is pretty much an acid force game simulator, and the Shard of Alexander is going to give you a plus 15% damage buff to all of your skills and ashes of war on your weapons. Once again, free damage, much like the two-handed sword talisman. You get this talisman.
I need to see which ashes of war are the best.
Like I said, the Claw Talisman is next in spot 5, as jump attack spam is not only super effective, but it is...
Ooh, Claw Talisman? Okay, I'll write that on my list. Silver Scarab, I need the Claw Talisman.
It's also extremely easy for all player types to and once you harness your inner jump attack spam, you will be able to body bosses.
I think one of these is enough, to be honest. I can come back.
The damage you get from this talisman and the gear you can combine it with
Let me get the best position.
Unstoppable. Now, it's not
Look at all those guys. Just like what one or two guys.
For your stance attack if you're in stances for 1 second. This is insane, and the damage you can deal with this talisman is absolutely ridiculous. And almost all bosses and enemies are going to crumble quickly. There's also a possibility for wing stance to just absolutely shred you're almost always
Radahnn's cameo, bro. That's it. Yeah, I have that.
In slot number 3, we have the Blade of Mercy. Now, I know there's other talismans that have a similar effect that this talisman does, where you receive a boost of attack power by 20%, but the use of better. Stance also be broken. Boss's stances can be broken with just a few hits in Elden Ring, and getting your free 20% attack power boost for 20 seconds after a critical hit is just a really great way to make those types of hits better for almost no effort. Guys, real quick, I want to make sure check that out. Like I said, I will leave it in the description below. It is free. You don't
Farming 1 million, nice.
It's definitely there. Now, the Crimson
It's probably the most I have farmed in this spot. Currently, I only do like 300k. This method is probably the best. I just watch Elden Ring videos about things that I need and learn more about the game. And while I'm doing that, it's fast.
Always amazing. In fact, this talisman is going to allow you to get 30% more health from your flask. You wouldn't
Crimson Seed, I think I have that.
This talisman heal 3/4 of my health bar with just 1 drink, and it allows me not to burn through all of my healing as fast as I typically would. This is yet another DLC talisman that has changed the game for the better, and if you're wondering what to use for a 4th talisman, then you definitely want to try this one out. Lastly, in slot number 1, we have the two-headed turtle talisman. This is going to be the successor to the green turtle talisman, and it is better in every single way. You can find this talisman in the DLC within Rivermouth Cave, and it's going to give you 22.5% stamina recovery. And this talisman helps you with a lot of it. Since I am a strength user at heart, I usually always have this talisman equipped, especially if I'm rocking a larger weapon that takes more stamina to swing. But stamina is going to be and that is until our talisman best talismans in Elden Ring as of patch 1.16. Do you guys agree with my list?
Okay, I think I have enough runes for now. 3.2 million. Let's see. What do I need? There's a few weapons I want to use, but there's one specifically. I need to make sure that I got the stats. Oh, I can use this now? Low Blood Fiend's arm? Shit. I might have to upgrade this. I kind of want to test this one out, eh? This is huge as well. Scarlet Rot buildup. Oh. Rotten Great Axe. I need strength 45 for this, but I have enough strength for this. Okay, that's dope. There's something else as well. I can't remember. Oof. Falling Star Beast Drop. Should I get my strength to 34? I needed to get my arcane up for a weapon, but I can't remember what weapon it was. Oh, Maddening Hand as well. Cause Madness buildup. There was one. Man, there was one weapon where I needed faith. I mean, I needed arcane. My bad. There's one specific weapon where I need arcane, but I don't remember. Moves finger sorcery. Do I even have finger spells? Moves death sorcery. Do I even have death sorcery? What weapon was it? There's a weapon that required, like, I needed to get 14 arcane. I need to watch another guy, to be honest. Best weapons in Elden Ring. No, I need to get my strength up by 2 for sure, but let's see, level up. Strength to 32. Then shit. I'm gonna get my arcane at 14 because there's one weapon that I needed 14 arcane. I don't remember what it was, but okay.
Drop harder than. We start off with A tier. The first weapon I'd like to showcase is Black Blade. Now, I'm only going to quickly mention this, but to be honest, in my opinion, the Black Blade dagger is viable with any build, whether you're a fantastic modeler or a sneaky, spicy spellcaster. Any type of build can make use of this weapon, because regardless of your own stats, it will always cut off the top 10% of an enemy's health bar. Against a boss fight,
I'm gonna go buy some stones.
To fire this weapon art as your very first move in a boss fight. And then boom, Black Blade is a valuable weapon. The Gauss style points right here, baby. To be honest, one of the most deadly broken builds I ever created was the Metal Long Blade. The top item dart automatic. Envelop yourself with big energy, and then you charge in with the Gauss Curved Sword. Because the main downfall of using the item dart automatic is its long, badass movement. But the Gauss weapon art will get you huge across the battlefield. Allowing you to go crazy and shred the
I got those weapons. Let me go upgrade some things I got now.
How powerful this weapon can be simply by having a decent dexterity level. It's super simple. You don't even need any arcane, and yet you can create a devastating blue build with this weapon. Maybe I've been playing too much Night Rain though, but
Handspur's rapier. Okay, I need that. Strengthened armaments. I don't have that one equipped. Oh yeah, I think I needed 14 arcane for Sword of Night and Flame, right? No. Dude, what was the weapon that I needed 14 arcane for? Oh, I don't even know, bro. I just leveled up my arcane. I just leveled up my arcane just so that I could use it, but then I don't remember which weapon it was. I just remember yesterday there was a weapon that I was looking at where I needed 14 arcane. My arcane is 27 right now, but I think the only reason my arcane is so high is because I have this. Let me remove that. Arcane is 22 without that, yeah. Shit, my arcane is even. What? So high. Oh shit. Silver tier mask boosts my arcane. I didn't even know. That's crazy. Okay. And that even boosts my arcane further. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, silver tier mask is OP. Silver tier mask is OP. Holy shit. But now what is that weapon? I honestly need to find out real quick. Why else would I get it? Let's go level it up. Hanging bone? No, that's not. What weapon requires 14 arcane? Yeah. I'm gonna put this though, for sure. Maybe I don't even have it unlocked. Maybe I haven't even gotten it. Power Stone Gravel, maybe not. Nope. None of these. None of these. Arcane 19. Alana's Cold Blade. It might have been this one. Okay. That's not 14. Okay. 20 Arcane Rivers of Blood. Shit. Might be nasty as well. Arcane 17 Morgoth's. Oof. Maybe it was a Remembrance weapon. Oh, whatever, dude. Let me just upgrade this.
Scarlet Rot, man.
Let me see. Ansper's Rapier. I need that weapon. Where to get Ansper's Rapier? Shit. You live broadcast in another application now.
Alright guys, so in this video I'm going to show you how to get the rank view right here from Answer.
I'm just streaming through my PlayStation. I have OBS, but I don't have I have a game capture as well, but that doesn't work with my Mac. I would need to have a PC for that. I don't have my PC with me. Let's see, one more should do it. Yeah, I need to upgrade everything, man. Before I go. This is the one thing that's like keeping me in regular game. Is this farming spot right here. I mean, I can unlock it again, but it's gonna be round. Oh, it's just so easy. Let's do a few runs, a few 100,000 ruins in a few minutes. I can just buy all this stuff.
And Scarlet Rot, it is beautiful. If you're having trouble defeating a boss, your first thought should be, is this dude vulnerable to Scarlet Rot? Yes, if so, you know what you must do. You can keep it real simple. Roll out any old with war like defeating glass and easily drop Right. Or you can get Shardbearer with it. Bleed Infusion plus Valid Room Splice plus both Exaltation Fountains equals Sheets for that. No, Sheets this is Endgame. Okay, the Valid Room Splice instantly consumes all that Scarlet Flash and replaces the game.
I got this. Ash of War. What Ash of War should I put on this? How do I make this elite weapon? Do I ask ChatGPT? Yeah, let me ask ChatGPT. Low key. Hey, chat.
Hey there. How's it going? What can I do for you today?
I'm trying to make Blood Fiend's arm a blood weapon. Have like blood build. How do I do that?
To make the Blood Fiend's arm a blood weapon and focus on a looking build, you can infuse it with the blood affinity that will boost its arcane scaling and blood loss build-up. Pair it with a strength and arcane build, and use some talismans like the Lord of Blood's exaltation.
How do I infuse it with the blood infinity?
To infuse your weapon with the blood affinity, you'll need the black wet blade, which you can find in the Forbidden Lands near the Zamor Ruins Site of Grace. Once you have it, just head to a Site of Grace, select your weapon, and choose the blood affinity. That'll give you the bleed build-up and arcane scaling you're looking for.
You said the black wet blade.
Yep, exactly. The black wet blade is the one you need to unlock the ability to infuse weapons with the blood affinity, as well as some other affinities. Once you have it, use it at any blacksmith. It's a pretty handy tool.
Wait, use it at any blacksmith, you said?
Yep, that's right. You can take it to any blacksmith in the game, like the one at the Round Table Hold, or even the blacksmithing hub area. Just select the weapon and choose the blood affinity, and you're good to go.
Okay, that's what I gotta go get next. Black wet blade. What is this? Quick location guide. It is, where is this guy? Ancestral Woods. Down in Northwest. I didn't know you could infuse weapons with different things. My god, bro. My god. So much about this game that I'm still figuring out, even though I've beat it. That's what I love about it. There's so much content. Like, if this was Dark Souls, I would have already been in New Game Plus. Like, this is gonna be OP. If I use this heavy weapon plus the mage build, like, I need a boss. I need a boss fight after this. Am I running the right way? Hold up. Where'd this guy go with the video? Sheesh. Silver to Nah, I missed it. Hold up. Okay, so bro jumps down here. Then bro jumps down here. Jumps here. This is where I'm at right now. You jump down there, jump down there. Okay. Oh, no! Oh my goodness. Why? Why? What is my favorite powerful weapon? Man, I haven't really tested any weapons out, Ilyas. I have mainly been using magic. Throughout my entire Erdtree, throughout my entire run, because this is my first playthrough. The main thing I've used was Comet. I used what's that meteorite spell, and I've barely used any weapons. The only weapons I've been using before this, like the main weapons I've been using is, let me check. Right now, Relentless Twin Blades, but I don't really use these in boss fights, to be honest. And then I was using, let me think. I was using Moonbell Katana a lot in boss fights, and I was using Wings of Astor. So those two were probably my favorite that I've used so far. But there's so many that I need to upgrade right now. So that's why I'm like watching all these videos. Because I want to test out other builds. I never looked up any other builds until I beat the game, so that's what I'm gonna do for my second playthrough after I've like collected all the weapons and talismans and everything else that I want for upgrades. And just be testing out different builds. Different builds at different specs. But that's why I'm low-key trying to level up quite a bit as well, so I don't have to respec. And the Silver Lining Sword is one of my favorites. Right now, this is... At least for like general NPCs. I don't use this much again in boss fights. Unless it's like a little dungeon boss that has stagger. Okay, so where do I go from here? Do I jump to the right? He goes here. Oh, you just jump straight. Okay, sweet. Wait, what? It says, do I have the black web blade? Apparently I do. But where would it be? Eh? What? Black wet blade? I mean, apparently I have it, but... Why can't I infuse non-weapons in? Bro. Bro. How to use black wet blade.
I'm sure all of us experiments with Ashes of War in the game, of course, in the house in the wild, and you coming back to the blacksmith, applying the that they figure out.
Nah, I have not experimented with any Ashes of War, bro. For the longest time, I was using the crystal sword. Like, this was legit as well. This was my main weapon, bro. The crystal sword and casting spells. I did that for almost every single boss. Every single boss in the base game before I got the DLC. This was my main weapon, crystal sword. I shit you not. I beat Radahn with the crystal sword and spells, man. I only started using like Wings of Astel and Moonbell Katana for like maybe the last 10 bosses or like the last 5 bosses maybe. Up until Radahn, I didn't use any weapons besides the crystal sword. This has no like special attacks. All I did with this was like press R1 on. I think it has any special attacks, to be honest. It has like that little spin attack.
The fact that you can also use the affinity of a weapon. In other words, a weapon that previously, for instance, didn't have bleed on it, you can actually put bleed on it. Now, this is done through the whetstone mechanic. Basically, I'll show you what I mean here. So this is an example. I've chosen Ashes of War. I just pick a dagger, and then as you can see here, I can pick any one of these. And as you can see...
Oh, shit. Okay. Ashes of War, then I go, damn, okay. Bro, I didn't even know about this. Like, this has unlocked a whole new world for me, bro. Holy shit. I should have definitely gotten into this a lot earlier on. I don't have the bleed, though. Oh. Where do I get the blood? Ay, ay, ay. Brother. I'm missing so many Ashes of War. Okay, let me ask ChatGPT. Hey, Chad, where can I get that blood dagger like Ash of War?
You can find the Bloodblade Ash of War in the Altus Plateau. There's a flying scarab northeast of the Erdtree Gazing Hill site of Grace, and it's above a pond with some trees. Just shoot the scarab down, and you'll get the Ash of War.
Which side of Grace did you say I need to go to?
You'll want to head to the Erdtree Gazing Hill site of Grace in the Altus Plateau. From there, head northeast toward the old Altus Tunnel, and you'll find the scarab above a pond. Give it a shot, and you'll get that Ash of War.
Erdtree Grazing Hill.
Yep, that's the one. Pretty handy spot, and once you grab that Ash of War, you'll be able to add some nice bleed effects to your weapon. If you need any more help, just let me know.
Damn. Okay, let me find this one. Dude. I'm gonna have to look up an Ash of War video, aren't I? At Midra. Midra's relatively easy. You mean Midra of the friend of the flame? He's not too hard, bro. If you're level 277, you should have it. What's your Scadutree Blessing level? Like how many Scadutree fragments have you collected, bro? Because that is the biggest thing I would say for Erdtree. But I would say Messmer is so much harder than Midra. Midra was relatively squishy for me. And if you're using summons as well, you should be able to easily kill him, dude. If you have Black Knife Tish or Curseblade Mirror, bro, you should easily kill him. Even this, the summon that I used for Consort Michaela, Promised Consort of Radahn was this one, Crystallian Ashes. This is so tanky. It will not die, honestly. Unless your enemy is using like blunt weapons, this thing is pretty much immortal, man. Like this thing was tanking Consort Michaela for the second phase. For the first phase, he wasn't that great, but for the second phase, like Consort Radahn had so much aggro on him for some reason. So I was just standing back, letting him tank the hits, casting spells. And that's how I got through that fight.
I know.
I gotta check out this side of Grace. Erdtree Grazing Hill. I don't know, man. I don't know this map so well. There's a whole bunch of sides of Grace I have not unlocked yet. Erdtree Grazing Hill. Okay, perfect. Hold on, can you tell me exactly where it was again? So I'm at the Erdtree Grazing Hill. Where do I go get... Which scarab do I go kill?
Sure thing. From the Erdtree Gazing Hill site of Grace, head northeast toward the old Oldest Tunnel. You'll find a stationary flying scarab hovering above a pond with some trees in that area. Just take a shot at it, and you'll get the Ash of War.
Hovering above the pond, so I head northeast from... okay.
Exactly. It's a little station spotted. Pretty cool little spot. And definitely worth the detour.
And what's it called again? The Ash of War that I'm looking for?
It's called the Bloodblade Ash of War. It's a great choice if you're going for that lead build. So once you grab it, you'll definitely be able to add some nice...
Thank you. ChatGPT coming in clutch. Bloodblade Ash of War. I need to probably look up Ash of War video now. I think I've killed all the bosses in the Erdtree DLC. The only one that I'm missing right now. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure I've killed all the bosses.
Hi guys, welcome to go for Elden
Even
Ring.
meal field bosses, mini bosses.
My name is the FPN.
I was hella
In this
thorough
video,
with
I'm
that.
going to show you how to get the Ash of War for Bloodblade, an ability that fires off blood in rapid fire attacks to cause bleeding in your target. Before I get to that, please subscribe to this channel.
That's why I was mainly using. Did I beat Radahn? Yeah. I killed Consort Radahn yesterday. That's why right now I'm just collecting everything. Because I want to start New GamePlus, but I don't want to. Like right now, if I start New GamePlus, I would be screwed because there's so many weapons that I don't know about. There's so many builds that I don't know about. I was truly a mage at heart, man. All my bosses that I've fought, I've killed with magic. Radahn yesterday as well. I just used magic. I didn't have anything else equipped. I just used the staff and the great shield. Staff, great shield, summon. I was using combat spells. Shit. That's how I killed Radahn, just combat. I just used Lunsat's glintstone staff on my right hand, and then I used let me see, do I have the spell? This is how I beat Radahn yesterday. I just had glintstone staff, right hand, Dragon Crest shield, got the Dragon Claw shield upgraded to +10 because that was like the best shield that I had that I could equip at the time. Put this on it, and then man, after I had this, I could block his attacks for less stamina cost. It was more efficient. Yeah, that plus this. That was hella easy. Mixed with the Crystalline Ash. Mixed it with this dude. Crystalline Ashes. Bro, it was crazy. And I didn't even look up a guide for that. I just figured it out. I was just testing. I was testing so many different ashes. I tested Black Knife Tish, I tested Mimic, I tested Black Flame Monk Ammon, who is absolutely useless, to be honest. I should not have gotten this guy to +10, but I did. Yeah. Let me look up where I can get this ash.
I really appreciate the support. Thank you. To get Bloodblade, you will need to have access to the Alpha Plateau so you can visit the Erdtree grave site in here. There is a silver scarab a stone's throw away from this grave site and a small lake to the northeast. Now, if you have not yet made it to the Alpha Plateau,
Okay,
you are used to zip the really useful Ash of War when exploring a new area because the attack is scarab. It's no time. Once you are in the Alpha Plateau and can find your way to it.
Oh shit, okay. I went too far north. I gotta head a little bit more to the right over here. Oof, I don't like this aesthetic at all. You put the weapons. Let's get it. I kind of want to test out Rocket's Breaker. And Euphoria. This weapon might go crazy. So many weapons that need to be able to test out. Okay, it should be somewhere here. Oh, it's right there. Oh shit, bro. Goddamn, I love magic. I honestly love magic. So OP. I mean, it is not really sense. Get ready. Alright, let me go back to the round table of hold and then I can imbue that one weapon with blood. I'm gonna have to pull up a Ash of War video. I'm gonna upgrade this thing on my left hand as well. I get it to +9 at least. I gotta be more like conservative with what weapons I get to +9. Strength of arm and Somber Splitting Stone, hell yeah. I need to buy more Somber Splitting Stone 5s. Somber Ancient Dragon Smithing Stone, oof, I only have one left, so I'm just gonna keep it at +9 and see which weapon is one of my favorite. I'll get those. Let's see, over here, yes. This and here, Ash of War. There we go. That's the one. What's the weapon I'm called? What's the weapon that I want? Oh, Blood Fiend's Arm. Yeah, that's fine. How to make Blood Fiend's Arm blood build? Let me just check Best Ashes of War video. Best Ashes of War. Top 10.
The Ash of War system in Elden Ring is possibly one of the most fun parts about the game, because with the majority of regular weapons, you can apply new skills to them to take them from mediocre weapons into something godly. And where there is over 100 different Ashes of War to choose from today, I thought we would go through the top 10 Ashes of War in the Elden Ring right now to show you guys 10 more ways of having absolute life game. And again, just to reiterate before we jump into the content, I'm only talking about infusable Ashes of War. I'm not talking about somber weapons, so you're not going to see things like Mary's Executioner in this list. But if you wanted to see a separate list of the best somber weapons, let me know in the comments. But for now, as for the basic Ashes of War, the first one I will show you the one in the number 10 spot is going to be Carrion Sovereign. The big granddaddy of Carrion Greystone, Carrion Granville. Carrion Sovereignty was given to us in the DLC as a powerful Ash of War, which turned the weapon into a huge magic-based greatsword, which you can then slam down on your enemies, and then if you follow up by hitting the button again, you'll then do a large sweeping move as well. If you connect with both these attacks, you will not only be doing thousands of damage, but also doing upwards of 90 stance damage, but that is a little bit of a big if. It does require a lot of good timing, because it does take a while to get the full move off. Also, depending on the weapon that you're using, so basically, when you're not using a greatsword or a third greatsword, you won't get that fully available to you. Even with the best build, you can still get staggered out of it or anything. Like I say, you need to get the timing down of which is going to very easily be interrupted when you're doing this specific move. And another drawback to this is it costs quite a lot in both stamina and FP, because 30 FP uses that war, and as I say, it also consumes a lot of stamina. So basically, it's high risk, high reward, but if you do get it off, it's absolutely insane, and you can little damage, hence why it's in this top 10 list. But just the kind of like ease of use, potential troubles, especially in the DLC, didn't really go much further, but it's a perfect benchmark for the rest. Next.
Carrion Sovereignty location.
Ash of War, you are seriously missing out. There's a scarab inside hanging from the ceiling that needs to defeat. So bring a ranged weapon, a spell or incantation, and follow this route.
Okay, easy. Go get that. There's also a greatsword that I need to get. I need to get one of those, what's it called? I think think it's called the Meteorite Greatsword. No, I need some of these. Oof. Let me go test out this Euphoria blade, man. I have not used it yet. I used it in the beginning I used it when I like first unlocked it, but it wasn't upgraded. So. There we go. Timing was horrible. Oh my god. I'm gonna hit myself kill. Fuck you. Can I follow that up though? Can I follow up the spinning attack? Maybe. Yeah, I'm not really digging that too much. You know? Okay, so does it get stronger? Oh shit. Oh, it does. Okay, this is actually fucking crazy. Dude, I didn't realize how... Yeah, I didn't even know how to use it. Holy shit. So, it seems that it charges up with damage the more I hit an enemy. And then the spin lasts longer depending on how much it's charged on. Bro, it's actually pretty insane. Let me test this out a little more. Yeah, now I have more charge. Ish. Oh! I'll get it wrecked. Probably. Does it constantly last? Is it going on? Oh shit. And it shoots out. Oh my god, this actually destroys that. What the fuck? Yo, this weapon's actually kind of lit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna have a lot of fun dueling weapons next time. It's a bit right. Let me focus. I need to go somewhere down here.
So, on your mount, and again, follow the suggestions for this once you're heading west. You see the tree line, there will be a bunch of trees on the way through, but there is a little pathway leading on the sort of western side of this cliff or this mountain. As you see, it's like a standalone path that goes down. There's a bunch of wolves, like I said, on the way.
Where is Radahn? He is in Elmir.
To kill them, come on.
If I can open up the map. Radahn is over here, in this area. This area over here. This is the side of grace that you need to get to go get him. I think you'll have to fight, like, Layla and other ones. Leda and Friends before that. And of course, if you've killed Messmer already, you'll need to kill Messmer to burn the what's it called? I can't remember.
Obviously, want to. I like enjoy slashing them as I ride it past on my mount.
Oh shit. The Starline Sword is great. For base enemies,
You can see here, just at the end of the path, there is the hidden cave. It's super dark inside. It's just
where am I going? Over this path? Is there a cave over here? Okay, perfect. There we go. Ash of War, Carrion Sovereignty. Perfect. I got that. Alright, what next?
Just to swiftly move on to the actual board that we've got in the number 9 spot. Here I have put Wild Strikes. This will not be the first time you're seeing this actual board on the channel, because especially if you're part of the live streams or you watch one of our recent videos making a quote-unquote one-shot build again with this actual board, you will know its capabilities. It costs borderline nothing to use the actual twirling effect of Wild Strikes, because basically there are 2 stages to this actual war where if you hold down your trigger, you will just be swinging the sword around, dealing damage with each one of those swings, but then you can also either hit your light attack button or your heavy attack button to then do a much heavier hitting move. Pretty much everybody, myself included, utilizes the first stage of this actual to use the live streams, or you watch one of our recent videos making a quote-unquote one-shot build again with this Asher of War, you will know its capabilities. It costs borderline nothing to use the actual twirling effect of Wild Strikes, because basically there are 2 stages to this Asher of War where if you hold down your trigger, you will just be swinging the sword around, dealing damage with each one of those swings, but then you can also either hit your light attack button or your heavy attack button.
Bro, that sounds... This is going to be a fun one.
Pretty much everybody, myself included, utilizes the first stage of...
Okay, Wild Strikes, Ash of War location. Wild Strikes, Ash of War. Let me get this one. Man, how did I miss all these Ashes of War? I'm disappointed in myself, man. I should have, played around with more weapons, but Magic was just so strong, you know? Casting was crazy. Stormhill Shack. It's in the base game now. I'll travel back. Stormhill Shack. Over here? Yeah. Another one over here. Oof. Let me test out this one. Oof. How do I put the... How do I put my left hand? Yo, this weapon is insane. I might get it a plus 10. I might get it a plus 10. I'm gonna have to go get some more ancient somber instance at some point. Look at this god though. There's a lot of shit that I need to do before I go to New Game Plus. All the collectibles in New Game. Okay, comes here, and then I might have gotten it already, to be honest. It's that goddamn ballista. Gotta get rid of that. Let me check. Wild Strikes Ash of War. I might have it. Ashes of War. Wild Strikes, yes, I have it. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Well, you can just continuously hit enemies at a very low cost of FP of just 3, meaning that the only thing you actually need to worry about is your stamina bar, and if you have endurance to its maximum, you can be doing this move for a very long time, doing thousands of damage with each hit, and where this Ash of War isn't like a certain status, you can make your weapon either a quality, heavy, or even keen variant, and therefore apply buffs like Blood Flame Blade, and multiple times, causing bleeds to go along with the thousands of damage to do it. And against humanoid enemies, you can stun lock them, so it can be somewhat good against Melania, but she is quick and will move out of it after like almost a couple of hits. And that is also kind of another drawback to this, is you are slow whilst commonly used with Milady, because the combination of this Ash of War and Milady...
Stormblade Ash of War, do I have that? Let me see. Stormblade Ash of War. I have Milady. Stormblade I do. Okay, perfect. I want to go upgrade some weapons. I'm going to go upgrade Milady as well. Try out some new builds. I think there might be some bosses that I haven't killed in this game. Legacy. For sure I killed everybody on Erdtree. I really can't think of any boss that I've left behind.
Now.
Armaments. Milady. I do need to upgrade Nagakiba as well. There should be a button to just fully max it out. Low-key, if you have the required materials. We got Nagakiba all the way up. What about Rivers of Blood? Somber again. Get plus 9. Rivers of Blood. Maybe plus some more. Plus 5 stones. So Rivers of Blood plus 9. Oh wait, what? Did I make it plus 10? Fuck. No, I made Rivers of Blood plus 10, bro. Oh shit, I wasted a fucking Somber Ancient Dragon Sniffing Stone. Brother. I knew it was about to happen. So accidentally fuck. Rivers of Blood better be good, bro. I'm gonna check. Is Rivers of Blood S tier? Yes, while not quite God tier, the weapon was at launch. The Rivers of Blood Katana is still considered a top tier weapon. Elden Ring due to its partial bleed effect. Okay. Oh, shit. Got it to plus 10. Accidentally. me go buy some more Sombersmith and some paintings. And let me go get Radahn's swords, to be honest. Consort Radahn's swords. Since I got all of them now. The new ones, let's see. Consort Radahn, Great Sword of Radahn Lord. Yes. Give it to me. And Great Sword of Radahn Lord. Yeah, nice. Let me upgrade these bad boys. And then I'm gonna go to a dungeon or a tree and get another weapon. Try only using it. Radahn's new swords better than his swords from Spire. One of each. I wonder how many ancient Somber Dragon stones I've got. And how many dropped in Erdtree. That's another thing I need to make sure that I have maxed out before I go to the GamePlus. Yo, blacksmith, I got some new Radahn swords. We have the Star Scrubs. They're the same ones, though. Probably with better effects. Oh, I don't have any runes. Let me pop this. How many runes do I get? Okay, that won't be enough. Shadow rune. Boom. 40k would not be enough. Probably not. Might need to go farm a little bit. Go up all the way. Plus 9. Now, I'm gonna go and check. I think it was over here where I should go. And check Erdtree best weapons.
Hello and welcome back to Rage Gaming or Shadow the Erdtree. Today I've got a kind of overview of some of the best weapons that we've seen in the DLC. All of these weapons for different purposes. Be they some of the most
Ancient Meteorite Greatsword, that's the one that I need. Let me test out these bad boys as well. I'll take the staff and put it on my left hand. You don't need for it to be on my right. We have this sword. Where are the swords? Where are the swords? Great Sword of Lord Radahn. And then we have the other sword, the light version. Great Sword of Radahn Light. Oh. Wait, what? There's 4 swords? Bro, what the fuck? What the fuck? Holy shit, dude. This is crazy aesthetics right now. What the hell? Oh my god. What the fuck? Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. Aye, aye, aye. I gotta go test this out. How much do they hit for? Yo, these weapons are insane. What the hell? Brother. That guy just got wrecked. Literally. Let me check out the light version now. Oh shit. I didn't hit that.